Hello to everyone. Today we will talk about public communication and you will find out more what is public speech, what forms and types it has. Public communication is the act of presenting an idea to the public using the voice. The audience can range from a very small group of people to a huge one. When we think of public speaking, the first thing we remember is people giving an inspirational or educational speech, TED Talk style, but the definition is not that narrow. It can take the form of pitching your idea to an investor, leading a meeting, or attending a job interview. Everyone will have to speak in front of an audience at some point in their lives. Therefore, it is important to work on this skill so that you do not feel restricted by anxiety and can thrive in different circumstances. Let's review the forms of public communication. They will be used in the presentation of your business idea. I will briefly describe verbal, non-verbal, and paraverbal communication. Each of them is of major importance. Verbal communication uses articulated language or words. It is the most common form of communication. In contrast, nonverbal communication is based on images, sounds, and symbols. In the process of communication, words matter only 7%. The rest, 93%, is nonverbal communication. The elements of nonverbal communication are facial expression, posture, gestures, space and time management, and external appearance. Paraverbal communication is manifested through subtext and vocal, postural and gestural manifestation related to the pronunciation of the word. The power of paraverbal language is dependent on the person's vocal qualities and the degree of mastery of speech mechanism and includes the pitch and volume of the voice, tone, rhythm of speech, accent, diction, and pauses. If we separate non-verbal from paraverbal communication, then the 93% is divided into 55% non-verbal communication and 38% paraverbal communication. We will talk more about non-verbal communication in one of the next lessons. In the Communication Act, the main elements of communication are the target audience, the message, the speaker, the channel, and the time. The first and the most important element is the target audience. Thus, our task from the beginning is to define and analyze the target audience as precisely as possible. After analyzing the target audience, we formulate the message. That is what we actually want to say. A universal formula for a successful message consists of statement, proof, and case study. But this formula can be applied differently depending on the emotional impact we want to have. The next element is the speaker, namely, he gives voice to the message. Here's why we need to practice to have a voice and credibility with your target audience. You also need to know which channels are relevant to your audience. And let's not forget that nowadays, when we receive a lot of information, it's very important to say the right message at the right time. To develop the message you want to convey to the public, it is advisable to know the types of public communication in order to select the necessary approach. There are 4 types of communication: ceremonial speech, demonstrative, informative, and persuasive public communication. Ceremonial speech is made on a special occasion. For example, a graduation speech or a party. It often involves a personal or emotional connection with the people you are talking to. A ceremonial speech should be focused on the occasion, be concise, and give it a personal touch with a history that fits the occasion. This is not the time to bring up unfamiliar topics. Comparatively, demonstrative public communication involves a message explaining what you are offering. You can use different demo tools. Just like the other types, demonstrative speaking is a skill that needs to be cultivated. The third type, informative public communication, includes vital information at the company or team level. An informative speech is a transfer of data and information from one person to a group. Informative speaking includes facilitating conversations, building credibility, and cultivating leadership skills. Keeping discussions on track, navigating side conversations, and using the right moment to step in are all part of leadership. And the fourth type, persuasive public communication, means speaking with the aim of convincing the audience of your idea or point of view. Persuasive speaking usually includes emotional elements and strong language. A persuasive speech is used to get a funder to invest in your company or to sell your team on the idea. Persuasive speeches are meant to create impact. It is important to pay attention to your tone of voice and body language. We will talk more about persuasive speech in one of the next lessons. In conclusion, communication is a science in continuous research, about which a lot of books, articles, and monographs have been written. If you are interested in studying more in depth, you can always access the specialized literature. Thank you for watching. See you.